Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and for those new here, welcome. My name's Alani and happy Father's Day. I'm going to be showing you guys 4 separate DIYs and I hope you guys like each one. The first DIY is meant to look like beer in a mug, and I got this really big mug from Walmart, but I'm sure you can get them at the Dollar Tree too. And my dad really loves Ferrero Rochers and the gold color was perfect, so I thought this would be the perfect way to make it look like beer and foam. I did, however, use all of my Ferrero Rochers, and then I realized I didn't like the brown wrapper showing, so I just tried to pull the wrapper off without pulling off the foil, and I was able to do so. So here I am just showing you guys, like, it is kind of hard, so you have to go a little bit slowly, but then after you pull it, you just got to push back on the foil to make sure it stays in place and all the chocolates are completely covered. I was able to do layers of 4 chocolates each and just making sure the labels are all showing on the outside of the glass, and then it was time to add the foam on top. I wasn't sure if I was going to leave the wrappers on these Raffaellos, I think I'm saying that right, but I decided to take them off, and of course there's a little bit of silver, but you can just cover that up with making all of the labels face upwards. I didn't want to stop at just the mug. I wanted to print out a cute little sign, so I found this online. It was an A&W root beer sign, and it says, "You are awesome, happy Father's Day," and I just thought it would be really cute to add this to the mug. So I cut that to size, and then I cut the paint sample that I got. It was the perfect orange color, and all I had to do was cut off where it said what color it was, and then I finished up with a pair of scissors to make sure that the awesome sign was like perfect and it fit perfectly, and then I just glued that on with Mod Podge and then put a Mod Podge cover over the entire thing just so it had some sheen to it. After the Mod Podge had dried, I just made an X in the corner and kind of poked a hole in it just so I could put some twine through it so I could hang it on the beer mug. I really love this idea of this DIY being from a child to their father because it looks like alcohol and it's a sweet treat with a mug for the future, because obviously kids can't buy alcohol, but you can always just make the sign and add it to a 6-pack of root beer, which later you'll see that I do add a pack of root beer as well. After I tied the sign on, here's my beer mug all done. This second DIY was a framed photo of mine and my dad's father-daughter dance. I thought it would be perfect from any daughters who just got married and they wanted to put the lyrics of the song they danced to with their father right in the middle, and then you could put some pictures around it. And I really like this idea and I thought it was really pretty, but if you didn't just get married and you don't have any of those type of lyrics, you could always just put a song you and your dad sing together or just a funny quote you guys always say to each other and then put pictures around that, because I think that would look cute as well. Out of all the DIYs I show you guys today, this one is the easiest. All you needed was the lyrics printed out on some photo paper, the pictures you chose, and then some double-sided tape. So all I did was add 3 pieces of tape down, and then I put the lyrics down, but I didn't press down on them because I wanted to measure to make sure that they were evenly in the middle, and then it was time to add the pictures. When I did add the pictures, I just wanted to make sure I didn't cover up too much of the lyrics, and also that the frame itself, the little white frame around the actual picture frame, wouldn't be covering any of the pictures. I could have used a different background, but I was fine with the gray and I thought it looked really nice. I also wanted to mention that I did make this DIY last year, I just didn't edit it in time, so that's why I'm posting it this year. I got married in 2022, October, and I gave my dad this Father's Day present last year in 2023. Although this DIY is really simple, it means so much to me and I just love the way it turned out. The lyrics were so meaningful to me and it really captivated like my childhood with my dad, and I thought the pictures were very beautiful. So if you guys do this, I hope that it means the same to you guys as well. This third DIY is pretty simple. I'm sure you guys might have seen it before. It's a Scrabble pieces going around the picture frame saying dad, daughter, or daddy, daughter. I decided to make it say dad, daughter just because I didn't have a lot of Scrabble pieces and I didn't want to purchase any more, and I was just super excited to get this done. So I just put dad, daughter instead of daddy, daughter, and all I did was glue those around the frame itself with some E6000, and once that dried, I just added the photo I chose to it. And sticking with the wedding theme, I just really love this photo. It's my dad walking me down the aisle, and I just love the way I'm looking at him, so I decided to put this one in the frame. The fourth and final DIY are these custom coasters. I bought a pack of 4 coasters from the Dollar Tree, and all I did was cover them up with a light coat of white paint. I just wanted to be able to cover up some of the design it came with because I'm going to be covering that with the printouts that I chose. The printouts I chose are just black and white silhouettes of things that remind me of my dad. He's a mechanic, he likes fishing, he likes westerns, and he likes karate movies. So I thought that would be perfect. And I used a glossy Mod Podge for this one. And using my handy dandy paper cutter, I just cut out all 4 silhouettes just so they were a bit of a smaller size so they'd fit on the coasters better. And don't worry about making it perfect, because if some of it is sticking over, that's totally fine. And we're gonna Mod Podge the entire thing and all the edges later. To glue the paper onto the coasters, you just need the smallest amount of glue, and just make sure that you are brushing the glue in all the same direction because it will show underneath if there is too much glue. If I could do this part over again, I would have definitely have printed it out on photo paper, but you live and you learn. And even though I didn't like the way they turned out with the glue showing underneath them and a bit of the streakiness and some air bubbles, it did come from the heart, and it was made with a lot of love, and my dad did like them, so that made me very happy. After that glue layer had dried, I cut off all of the excess paper around the coasters. It didn't have to be perfect because I knew that when I put the layer of Mod Podge over it, I would smooth down the sides. I did use a generous layer of glue on the tops of all of them, and I used a sponge to kind of smooth it out and give it a nice thick coat on the top, and then I used the brush to push in the edges just because it was rougher than the sponge itself, so it really pushed the edges in. Here are the final results of all the coasters. I really love the way they turned out, minus all the little imperfections. It was exactly what I wanted it to be, white with the silhouettes of all the things my dad likes and does. And all I did was stack them on top of each other, and with some twine, just wrapped them up and put a bow on top. After the DIY portion of this gift was all done, I decided to add a few more things. I grabbed a 6-pack of A&W root beer, a chocolate cigar from C's Candy, and some fake candy cigarettes. No, I don't condone smoking, but my dad is a smoker, and I thought adding these candy cigarettes would be very cute. After everything was all done, I decided to put everything in this little basket that I already had. You could easily put everything in a bag or a box. I just thought this basket was super cute, and I loved having all of the edible stuff plus the coasters on display, and I really think my dad loved the way this all turned out as well. I did put the frames, however, on the side, but I did put them in a bag later when I gave those to him. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's DIY. I hope you guys got some cool ideas. If you recreate any of these DIYs, please tag me at DIYs with Alani DLC, because I would love to see any recreations you guys make. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and to my 415 loyal subscribers, I see you. Thank you. I am so grateful for you all. I hope you guys have a happy Father's Day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.